Good morning, traders. So let's get cracking with the DAX. Now, start of a new week, and I'm switching across to the Ichimoku now for the next couple of weeks. So we've spent some time on the Bill Williams, and now we're going to focus on the Ichimoku. Okay, similar chart setup to the Bill Williams. Only thing is I don't have the oscillator, and the MACD is our black line, and other than that, the stochastics are here. Okay. So on the weekly, so we had a pretty much of a range week. You can see it's a range bar. So there was no direction really. So I think what we need to do is define that as the top of the range, which is also top of the weekly cloud. That is the bottom of the range, and you can see how weekly Kijinsen is pretty close here. We have had a Tikinson and Kijinsen crossover, which is bullish, and we've had a twist as well, which is also bullish. Okay. But we did range for most of the week. So we're going to need to break above the high of last week or the low of last week for us to get some direction. Okay, so let's just get to the daily. Okay, so from the daily perspective, you can see how the bottom of the range coincides with the daily 200 EMA. Okay, which is also, you can see there's some flat cloud here as well. So we found some support these couple of days, and then we found support again in the same area. Okay, now you can see with that range bar, you can see there's been quite a bit of trading action inside this range. Okay, there's nothing really to read into this on Ichimoku. We do have a bearish crossover, but the cloud is very flat. We are above price on Chico Span. So, you know, how to just go back in history. You see how we just hover, even though it is a bearish crossover, price just hovers. Okay, so I suspect that's a little bit more of that to happen. However, we do have a very bullish pattern forming here. So the next, if today ends up green, will be our confirmation bar. So this is a piercing bar. Okay, so price moves to the downside, then the bull stepped in and from below here drove price back up to the 50% of the previous bar. Now that is extremely bullish. You can see here's another one. There's a piercing pattern there, and there's one to the downside. Okay, you'll see if we can see any more here. No. Okay, the piercing patterns are similar to engulfing patterns and inside bars. They are reversal patterns. So all it basically means is that the bears were in control, and then the bulls took control. So sort of halfway through the day, the bears were still in control, then the bulls took control and drove price up. So this would have been triggering a lot of the bears stops, basically. Okay, 4 hour, let's just get to the 4 hour quickly. And okay, you can get, again, you see the range that is formed. Zoom in a little bit. So there's really nothing to read into this. You see how the 200 4-hour EMA is just being used as support and resistance. This W bottom that we spoke about last week, which technically is still in play, but we also ended up with an M top. There it is there. So double bottom, double top. Hasn't broken. So we are ranging. Okay, so that's pretty much, we know that's from the weekly pattern, but that is, you can see what it means. So the weekly bar is a range bar, and you can see how prices just moved between these two levels all week. Okay, so we need a break above or below. So alternatively, what we're going to be doing is trading this range. Okay, so you can see how everything is just flat here. There's really nothing to read into this right now. Okay, on the 1 hour, we have had a bullish crossover, but again, everything's flat, so there's nothing really to read into this except range. So what you're doing is you'll be trading price action. Ignore everything else for now. Well, on the hour, that is. If you're trading the hour, you're trading price action. So it's short from the top, long from the bottom. Simple as that. Okay. What I want to do is I just want to come down to sort of a time frame that I'll be trading today, which is the 12 minutes. And I just want to zoom in and show you something here. So right off the level here, we had a major level. We then had, there was nothing really here indicating that you needed to go in on this trade. But you can see pretty much on the level. And if I just come to the left, you'll see there were quite a few. There was a tail. Okay, this was the 200-day EMA, and there's more tails to the downside, and then we have an inside bar right there. So that's the inside tail there. Okay. And you can see how this level, firstly that inside tail was what price looked to, and then it stretched down to go to the 200-day EMA and then up again. So off a level, you have an indecision bar, which is pretty much a range bar. Okay, it's not ideal. You'd prefer a smaller body, but it's good enough. And then you have an engulfing immediately after that. So there was your signal for a long, right? So that was a price action long, and it was a 40-point stop loss. Now you can see how Tekenson, the blue line, offered a lot of resistance, and then we closed above it. Okay, and then we had another close up here. So this pin bar normally, to inexperienced traders, would have meant, I need to short this because it's a pin bar. But the thing that you need to understand is that it is a break of Tekenson. Okay, so you should still be long with a stop here below Tekenson. Sorry. Okay, to see what happens with Tekenson, and then you can see 3 bars later we break above it, and then the trend is strong. We're staying above Tekenson, and we stay above it all the way to the top here. Okay, now there are a couple of things which we're going to start focusing a little bit more on here, which is the number theory, the Ichimoku number theory, and quite simply, we are off a level here. Okay, now if I count the number of bars to the top here, you'll see there's 24, 25, 26. Okay, so 26 is the first important number with Ichimoku. And it's not an exact science, so it could be 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, in that area there. But pretty much around bar 26, you expect something to happen. Then you have 9, which is another really important number. So if I measure down here, you can see we have 8 bars, 9 bars. Okay, so we had a 26 bar rally, 9 bar pullback, and I'll let you guess how many bars are in this here. Okay, yep, that's another 26 bars. So that's just something which number theory is pretty important, and this is also wave theory. It's also it's pretty much measured move. So you've got from here to there, pullback. So now what you want is this move is pretty much expected. Now I've lost that. Let's just get this. So from here to there, so this move is pretty much expected to continue to the upside. Okay, so this was the first leg, this is the pullback, and this is the second leg here. So there's still some juice left in this. Okay, so it's something we will focus on, but we're going to keep things simple for now, and we really just focus on price action and use Ichimoku to stay on the right side of the trend. So what are we looking at? If I just pop back to the international market at the moment, DAX futures is sitting at 12,785. We're pretty much where we closed at the moment, so there's nothing really to happen, so we'll just wait for the open to see what's going to go down. But yeah, I think as long as we stay above the cloud, it's bullish, And you can see we've had a break of the cloud, we've pulled back, we've had a test of the break of the cloud. Remember, I'm on the 12 minute here, and we accelerate the upside. So I'm kind of assuming that we're going to at least have more upside at the top of the range. So that's kind of what I'll be playing. Only thing that's going to convince me otherwise is if we start getting a breakthrough of Kijinson and Tekinson like here, and price stays below them, then I'll be looking for shorts. But at this stage, I'm still looking for longs. Okay, so that's kind of the play for the DAX. And the last thing is this one. There's no major levels in between. Well, there is one right where we are at the moment. So this inside tail here, you can see if I look left, there's a lot of interaction with this level. So there is some interaction here. So with a break of this area, would definitely see us start targeting these different levels here. But I reckon pretty much top of range. And what I can do is just measure that, and then take that measured move. So the measured move, you can see, heads to the top of the range. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing today. We're looking for longs and looking for longs to top of range. After that, we'll see. I'll take profit up here and more than likely look for a short at this level. If we do break above that, then I'll change that view. Okay, guys, so that's the DAX. I hope it helps. Stay safe, stay profitable, and enjoy the day. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Cheers, man.